So today I want to talk with you about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. And this is gonna be a talk that you're gonna really need to digest and to really let it sink in and marinate, because we're gonna talk about things that might be kind of hard. And so I wanted to just, I don't know, yesterday, like, it was percolating, and I was like, we need to have a talk. We need to have a talk. So I have my beverage of choice. I went and got myself a spiced chai latte this morning. So what drink are you enjoying right now? What morning beverage are you having right now? I know I probably have a lot of coffee drinker friends. I'm not a coffee drinker. I love chai lattes with almond milk. It's my beverage of choice. And I bring my daughter's dog Jax with me every morning, and he gets a treat. The baristas there love on him. So it's very, very sweet. So let's talk, shall we? So I made notes. Literally, I just wrote down power words, because power words to me, like, I can talk about power words. I can ramble on for days about power words, right? My first power word is like the core of my business, and it is has become my purpose, is confidence. And what I see in my entrepreneur friends is a real lack of confidence, a kind of like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what direction to go. I don't know how to get to the next level. And it's really about their belief in themselves. And when you have this feeling that you are not good enough, that you are not worthy enough, that you are just not enough, really, that's really what it's about. That is all in your head. It is not true, right? That is self-sabotage talking. And she is trying to keep you safe. And if you've heard me talk before, you know that I say this all the time, is that self-sabotage, her job is to try to keep you safe and to keep you tucked safe into her little world, not in the outside world, because the outside world is scary, right? The outside world is scary, and we just don't know what we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen out there. And so her job is to keep you safe. I like to say, this is my tidbit on confidence, is that when self-sabotage is trying to interfere with you going to the next level or doing something that's outside of your comfort zone, thank her. Thank you for trying to keep me safe, but I don't need you right now. I don't need you right now. We could play later, right? But in order for you to really take your business to the next level, you have to believe that you deserve that you are worthy of that is truly what you want. So one of the things that I think happens is that when we start a business, we do it for many, many reasons. You want to be your own boss. You want to work your own hours. You want to do what you want to do. Right? That's why I started a business. I didn't want anyone bossing me around and telling me what to do. I wanted to be my own decision maker. Anyone else feel that way? Being your own decision maker means that you have to make decisions. That's what you wanted. You wanted the freedom to do the things that you have always wanted to do. You had a dream. You had this desire to make an impact in someone's life. And you're sitting here being safe instead of taking risks and doing the things that terrify the freaking hell out of you. That's not helping anyone. How are you going to make an impact in that person's life if you're playing safe and you're playing small? You're not serving anyone. So my encouragement to you is to get out of your own damn way, because the only thing that is keeping you is you. You are the only one that is standing in your way. It's just you, your excuses, and the things that you come up with as to why it won't work. If you've heard me talk before, you've heard me talk about the Dyson vacuum cleaner. It's one of my favorite stories of resiliency, you guys. The Dyson vacuum cleaner, over 5,000 prototypes. Did he let the first time that the vacuum that he designed that it didn't work, did he give up? No, he tried over 5,000 times. 5,000 times. And you know what? Are those failures? Abso-freaking-lutely not. You know what they are? Learning opportunities. He learned how it didn't work from each one of those prototypes, right? So you try and you try again and you try again, right? But I'm going to tell you the dirty down truth. Most businesses don't make it. Most businesses don't survive the first year, the first 3 years. What's the difference between someone who makes it and someone who doesn't? Second word we're going to talk about today. Discipline. Discipline, consistency. I cannot tell you how important it is for you to be disciplined and to actually follow through, to be consistent, and to stop playing it safe. Do you have the discipline? Do you have the discipline that it takes to have a successful long-term business? And if this is just a short-term thing for you, that's fine. But if you're wanting to take your business long-term and have long-term success with it, you must have discipline. You must have confidence and you must have discipline. I'm going to share some other things that you need to have. But you have to, there's this quote that came out recently that I was like, oh my gosh, it made total light bulb moment sense to me. If you were to be training like an athlete, let's say that you were gonna be in the Olympics. Do you know what you need? Discipline to get up at 5 a.m. every day and do your workouts and eat properly and train. Your business requires the same thing. It requires consistent effort every single day. Now, does that mean 24 hours a day? Abso-fucking-lutely not, right? Self-care is important. I don't work on the weekends. When do you take time off for yourself? You must do that. Athletes must rest too, right? They have rest days. But the idea is that you have to show up every single day and put forth your best effort. And what I mean by that is focusing on income producing activities. No more busy work to stay busy and to make yourself feel like you're doing something. Because what it is, why you're not doing those things is out of fear. Fear of being rejected. Someone telling you no. Someone telling you no. And you know what no means? I'm not sure. I need more information. It's not a personal rejection. But there are people that are so afraid of being rejected that they will not put themselves out there. How the hell are you going to have a successful business if you are not willing to put yourself out there? If you are not willing to have someone tell you no? It doesn't mean that they don't like you. It just means that they don't have a need for what you're selling right now, or they need more information. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So the next keyword that I want to talk about is bravery and courage. Bravery and courage. What on earth do bravery and courage have anything to do with business, with running a business? Do you think running a business requires bravery and courage? Hell yes, it does. Because when I talked about income producing activities and how important those are for the success of your business, you're going to have to put on your big girl panties or your big boy panties. I don't care what kind of panties you have. You have to buck up, and you're going to have to do the thing that scares the holy shit out of you, which is put yourself out into the world. Tell people what you do. This is something that I don't know why, but when I am working with people, I am always so surprised at how they have not communicated to the world what they do. I don't understand that. And then I discovered there's a fear of judgment. There is a fear of judgment coming through that people think, oh God, people are going to think, oh, what company is she with now? What company is she with this time? What is she doing now? Oh my God, like, why can't you just... That, again, is all in your head. And here's the deal. If people are going to say those things about you, do you want them in your life? Unfriend, get by. Right? I only want people in my life that are supportive and that are positive. I want to surround myself with people that are doing it. I want to surround myself with people that are walking the walk. They talk the talk, they walk the walk. Those are the people that I want to be surrounded by. What about you? I don't want to be surrounded by people that are going to put me down or make me feel bad about myself and for the things that I'm trying to do to support my family. I've got 2 fingers for people like that, and I'm not going to show them to you right now. So look at your community. Look at the people that you have chosen to be in your circle. Are they bringing you down, or are they lifting you up? Jax is scratching at the door because he wants to come in and play, but he can't come in right now. Okay, so the next topic I want to talk about is skill building. Do you have the skills that you need in order to advance your business? What do you need to learn? And here's something that I have found to be true. People that invest in themselves, that invest in education, that invest in mentorship or coaching or whatever you want to call that, get to the finish line a lot quicker. It's just a proven fact, right? You could try to learn on your own. You could try to do everything on your own. If you're not willing to invest in your business, if you are not willing to invest in your growth and development as a business owner, you are going to find yourself taking the long road. It's going to be a very long road for you and could be kind of lonely. So having a support system around you is going to help inspire you and motivate you and force you to do things out of your comfort zone. They're going to challenge you to do scary things. Okay? So what skills do you need in order to advance your business to the next level? What skills do you need? Okay? The next thing I want to talk about is perspective. Perspective. Oh, this is one of my pillar words. Perspective, I think, is incredibly valuable, is having an outside perspective looking in, looking at things from a different point of view can be the most valuable tool that you can possess. And you cannot see what you cannot see, right? You have tunnel vision. You only see this. Someone else coming outside in, which is why I think coaches and mentors and things like that are so important, is because you're inviting someone else in to take a look at things and see things from a different perspective. And then you'll be like, what? Why didn't I think of that? Because you're in tunnel vision. You can't see what you can't see. You can't see what you can't see. That is so crucial. So, so crucial. The next thing I want to talk about is impact. I know I've been asking the impact that you want to have on the world. Are you okay? Are you okay with having impacted one person? Is that good enough for you to have an impact on one person? I know people want to have impact on millions of people, and the reality is the likelihood of that happening are slim. They're slim. Let's just be honest. But if you focused every day on the impact of one, there is power in one. There is so much power behind that. The fact that you could impact one person's life per day, per week, per month, per year, forever, is that good enough for you? Because here's the deal. When you have your eye on the multiplied, right? When all you can see is masses amount of people, are you really putting forth the effort and the service that is required to impact one person? Focusing on one person at a time versus 50 people at a time. You know what that does? It enhances your ability to serve when you are focusing on one person. So every single day, you could wake up and say, whose life can I change today? Whose life can I impact today? Who is that person going to be? And literally, you're focused on one person. One person. There is so much value to impacting one person versus 50 people or more. Okay? So don't negate your activities that you have to change the lives of millions of people. Focus on one at a time. One at a time. The next thing we're going to talk about is boundaries. Oh, boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. It is a thing that I think people struggle with the most. What boundaries do you need to set in your life and in your business in order to maintain your sanity, in order to maintain some sort of self? Are you going to respond to emails and messages after 5 p.m.? That's your boundary. Are you going to allow people to treat you poorly? That's a boundary. So I actually have an interesting story recently that I was sharing with someone yesterday, in fact, about boundaries and how I have been taking a stand regarding social justice issues on my own Facebook, my own personal Facebook. I've posted some educational things, and I have put up a boundary and said, I'm willing to have a conversation and a dialogue, but I'm not willing to tolerate name calling. You can, let's talk, but you don't get to call people names. You don't get to call me names. You don't get to call anyone else names, right? And I actually had someone reach out to me and say, are you getting backlash for the things that you're posting? And I said, no. And she's like, how are you doing this? How are you able to have a conversation about this very sensitive topic and not receive backlash? And I said, because I set up a boundary. I told people in advance that I'm open to have a conversation, but I'm not open to name calling. All I did was set up a boundary and said, this is okay. This is not okay. I was pretty clear. And people followed it. They respected my boundary because they respect me. And I was talking with my friend Fidel yesterday just about that very topic. And he said, you probably could have not even mentioned that and people would still respect your boundary because they see how you behave. They see that you don't engage in name calling and that kindness is important to you. And I was like, wow, that's really interesting. I don't know if I'm ready to test those waters yet. Right? It's scary. It's scary. But boundaries are necessary. Boundaries are necessary. Speaking of boundaries, I also want to dive into integrity. Integrity in your business. I'm going to say that every single thing I talk about today is important because I believe that as a cohesive unit, individually, they're important. As a cohesive unit, they're even more critical. But integrity, being in alignment with your integrity and your values are going to be a critical component to the success of your business. How are you going to handle things when someone disagrees with you? How are you going to handle things when things don't quite go the way that you expected or that your customer expected? What are the values that you are going to build the foundation of your business on? I've chosen confidence and kindness are my values. Those are the things that are the most important to me. I have my other pillars as well, but those things are really super important to me, and that is like the foundation of my business. Is this building someone else's confidence? Is this kind? Right? So thinking about what your values are. We've talked about values before in our boundaries training that we did, and you can find a really great list of boundaries in Brene Brown's Dare to Lead book that is also available on her website. Like you could go to brenebrown.com and there's a Dare to Lead little thing there. And in there are some really amazing worksheets that go along with the book. But in there is a list of values. And you could probably just Google list of values, Brene Brown. Boom, there it is. It's a really great list to just kind of look through, because sometimes when I say, what are your values? You may not know. And you may need a little bit of visual prompting to go, oh, this word right here. So just a really great resource to have in order to like figure out what that looks like for you. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is alignment. So when you are feeling stressed, overwhelmed, do you know what that is? My dear friend Fidel that I was talking about earlier once told me that stress and overwhelm is an invitation to get back into alignment. And do you know how you do that? You take a breath. You take a pause. You just be still for a minute. So when you feel that sense of, oh my gosh, I have so much to do, there's not enough time to get everything done, I literally want you to stop. And I want you to just take a breath. Let's take a breath together. All of a sudden, it just gives your brain an opportunity to reset itself. And then it becomes clear. Where do you actually need to focus your time and energy today? There are things that you could delegate. There are things that you could postpone. There are things that you can ditch. There are things that you can do, right? So stress and overwhelm should not be a daily part of your life. It's an opportunity to get back into alignment and remember what your purpose is. What is the impact you're trying to make, right? Who are you trying to help today? And doing busy work is not going to get you there. It's not going to get you there. So always make sure that you come back into alignment with your values when you start to feel stress and overwhelm. Okay. And the other thing that I think is important is having the ability to notice when you're on the wrong path. When you're on the wrong path. So I was chatting yesterday with someone and we were talking about walls and hurdles. So let's say that you are going down the path and you come across a wall. You take a fork in the road and this path has a wall, a ginormous wall. Now here you have a choice. You have a choice here. You can spend time and energy trying to tear down that wall and figure out how to get around it or how to get over it. Or you could realize that the wall is there in order to tell you that you're on the wrong path. And how do you know that there's a wall there? When things are not working, there's a difference between hurdles and a wall. And when you come to a wall, it is okay to turn back around and go down the other path where you're going to find hurdles. Hurdles are good things. Hurdles are the steps that you need to take in order to advance to the freaking winning circle, right? The hurdles are a good thing. They are little challenges to help you grow and help you advance to the next level. Do you see what I'm saying? The wall is designed to stay there and tell you you are not on the right path. Get back into alignment and go down the other road, because this path, this wall over here is not going to serve you. And so much time is being wasted trying to break down walls instead of just saying, all right, let's reevaluate. Let's come back to alignment and let's figure out why that's not working and what I should be doing instead. Your intuition knows when you're on the wrong path. It's going to send you signals repeatedly that you're on the wrong path. Listen to it. Listen to it, right? And so it doesn't mean that you give up. It just means that you need to shift. You need to pivot. You need to get back into alignment and get on the path that actually makes sense, and stop wasting time trying to break down a wall that is not meant for you to break down, right? So spending your time on things that actually are going to serve you and help you move forward, okay? So along with that comes my next word, patience. Patience. Do you have the patience? Do you have the discipline? Do you have what you need? That you're not going to have overnight success. This business that you're doing is not going to bring you overnight success. Are you willing to wait it out? Are you willing to be patient? Are you willing to do the work in order to make it happen? Patience. Patience. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay? So when we've talked about comfort zones and getting out of your comfort zone and being comfortable with being uncomfortable, it's because growth is uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. And I'm going to tell you that the one thing that's standing in your way is you. You. It's just you. You are the only thing standing in your way. Why are you doing that to yourself? Do you enjoy being in the hustle? Is that your thing? Because I don't understand why you're okay with doing that to yourself. It is time right now to decide, to declare, to make a choice that you are done standing in your own damn way, that you are ready to get over that damn hurdle right now and say, I'm ready to get to the next level right now, today. Today, every day, you have to make a choice. Every single day that you are not going to stand in your way any longer. And what does that actually look like for you? What are the things that you need to do that scare the shit out of you? You must do them. You must do them. If you want success, you're going to have to do the things that scare the shit out of you on a regular basis. So get comfortable with it. Get comfortable with it, because it's not going to happen if you're not willing to show up and do the work. People that make millions of dollars, do you think that they just randomly woke up one day and had $1 million in their bank account? No, they worked their asses off to get there. They did things that scared the shit out of them. They did things that were uncomfortable. What are you willing to do? Are you willing to do those things? Are you? Are you willing to invest in yourself? Are you willing to like sit back and actually evaluate what you're doing and recognize that things could be done in a different way that would get you the results that you're looking for? If you're not willing to do those things, then go get a job. Quit. You have to be willing to show up every single day, be consistent, have the discipline, and be okay with impacting one person's life. It's not going to happen if you are not willing to show up and do the damn work. And stop trying to just be busy all the time. Busy work is not going to get you to the top. It's not. It's doing the right things, focusing your time, your energy, your effort on doing the right things. And those right things are the things that are going to scare you. They're supposed to. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Right? If it was easy, everyone would do it. But you're not everyone. You are not everyone. You are a unique, amazing individual who has something to give, who has a story to share, who has a voice, who has the ability to make an impact on the world. You have been chosen to do this work. Don't let the world down. We need you. We need you to stand up, and we need you to rise, and we need you to do the freaking things. Stop playing small. Right now, in this moment, I need you to decide that you are willing to do hard things, that you are willing to get out of your comfort zone, that you are willing to show up every day and do the work that is required for you to find success. And you are the only one who gets to decide what success looks like. No one else does, because it's going to be different for every single person. It's going to be different. Okay? But here's what I want to tell you. You were put on this planet for a reason. And you may not have figured out the reason yet, but the people around you know it. And you may need to reach out to your circle, your community, and say, why am I here? What can I do to have an impact on someone else's life? Because you may not be able to see it, but they do. They do. So be still, whether you need to pray, whether you need to meditate, whatever that is, be still and listen. Listen. And then get your shit together and let's get some stuff done. But first, you have to make a choice every single day to get out of your own damn way. And I would love for you to also decide right now, are you in? Are you in? Are you in? Are you deciding today to do the thing that scares the shit out of you? No excuses, no yeah buts. It's yes. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Not ready yet. That's okay. That's okay. But remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. If you are okay with being where you're at, that's okay. But if you want more, if you want to actually go to the next level, you might need some help. Hi, help, right here. That's me. I can help you. You don't have to do this alone. I have a group of amazing women who would be here to support you and guide you and offer you that encouragement to help you be accountable, to help you be productive, to help you work on the right things. All you got to do is say, I want to know more, and I will tell you. I will tell you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this little pep talk had some sort of positive influence on you today. I would love to hear from you. If you have any, usually when I do these videos, people send me messages privately and we talk, and I'm open to that. You are welcome to send me messages. If you are feeling stuck and you're just not quite sure how to get out of your own way, reach out to me. You can message me. That's okay. It's totally okay. So I hope you guys, again, have a great day. Have a beautiful day. It's Wednesday. It is July 1st already. Still not quite sure how that happened. It's going by so quick. But yes, today, July 1st, it's a rebirth day. It's a rebirth day. Okay? So what are you going to do? How can I support you? How can I help you get to that next level? Because I'm here to help you do that. Okay? All right, guys. Have a great day, and we will see you guys later.